Hey everyone, my name's Chloe. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I have created this look for you right here. I had a lot of new products to test out. I had a new foundation, an eyeshadow palette, some mascara, and then I brought in some old favorites of mine to create this look. And I could not be more pleased with the way that it turned out. I hope that you guys love it as much as I do, and if you would like to see how to create this look, then please keep watching. Also, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well as hit the bell so that you're notified every time I upload. I upload 3 days a week, so if you would like to see how to recreate this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so we are just going to jump straight into today's look. I'm so excited to film this because I have so many exciting new products for you guys. I'm excited to try them and I can't wait to see what you all think of them. The foundation that we are going to be trying today is the new Smashbox foundation. It is their Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This is the box. And this is what the tube looks like. It's a really nice squeezy tube. I like that. It's great for travel and you don't have to worry about anything spilling or breaking. I did get the shade 2.22, which is their light medium. It has a neutral olive undertone. So again, I'm shade light medium. I noticed that their shade range was just a little bit different, but I love when foundations cater to olive skin tones because that is me and not many foundations do that. So I'm all for trying anything that does. I do know on their website, one of their claims is that this will not break you out, which is huge for me because, like I've told you in a previous video, every single thing breaks me out. So being that this is in a squeezy tube, I think how I am going to apply it, let me test the color first. I did swatch it in store, but maybe a hair yellow, but we can make that work. I'm not worried about that. So I think the way that I am going to apply this, I'm going to put a little bit on my brush. I'm going to start with like a pea size amount, and I'm just going to dab this all around. I'm going to start with a really thin layer. This is supposed to be full coverage, it is supposed to be buildable, it is supposed to be matte. We will see if it stands up to all of that. Okay, so my immediate first reaction is it is very, very matte. There is no sheen to it at all. I would say it's more of a natural matte finish just because it does let the light bounce off a little bit. I would say it's medium to full. I can still see, I have two little beauty marks right here and I can still see those, but I mean it's pretty close to full coverage. I really like this. It hasn't accentuated any, I have a tiny bit of texture on my cheeks right here. It didn't accentuate any of that. My pores look really good. And for my skin prep, I just always wash my face, use a toner and a moisturizer. I have not found a primer that will not break me out. So I haven't filled in my pores at all, nothing. This looks really good. I really, really like it. I'm impressed. Okay, let's move on. So I'm gonna set this to the side and I will play with this a little bit more and I'll wear it for a couple of weeks and give you a final thought down the road. But I really like it. The color's a pretty good match and I love the finish. So for concealer, I'm just doing my normal NARS Radiant Creamy in the shade Creme Brulee. my Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder, and I am just setting under my eyes and down at the base of my nose. I am going to leave the rest of my face powder free momentarily because I am going to do a cream contour. Okay, so now for cream contour, the other day you saw me use my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, but I wanted to give you guys a great alternative. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using is kind of the main feature of the look, and I have a feeling it's going to turn into a pretty dramatic eye. So I wanted the contour and blush to be a little more understated than what I do in my normal day-to-day routine. So this cream contour is by Sonia Kashuk. You can find it at Target. It's a great dupe for the Cream Chanel bronzer that a lot of people rave about, which that's great too. I do have that too, but this is a great alternative. There is no shimmer to it. It is matte and it is a lighter shade than the Charlotte Tilbury wand, so it's not going to be quite as dark. So with that same Eco Tools brush that I talked about the other day in my Get Ready video, I am just going to take that brush and just gently pat it in, picking up a little bit of product, and then I'm going to hit the same spots that I showed you in my first video. So I'm going to hit right under my cheekbones, around my hairline, and the tip of my nose. And this product is best if you kind of get a little at a time and build it up. I know that that can look a little crazy, but get it on your brush, pat it onto your skin, and then buff it out. You don't want to immediately go into the pan and then start spreading it out. You want to pick up the product on your brush, deposit it onto the skin, and then blend it. And then I'm just cleaning up the bottom with my foundation brush. I'm going to go in with my KKW highlight stick, and I'm taking the matte side, going along my bridge, and the shimmer side on the tip. I'm now going to set the lower half of my face with my translucent powder. I'm now going to go in with Bare Minerals bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Tan, and this is just an old compact of theirs. I'm so sorry for how dirty it is, but again, that's in shade Medium Tan. Again, very matte, and I'm just going in with that big fluffy brush again, picking up a little bit of product and just setting where I contoured. Now for blush, I'm also using a Bare Minerals blush. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's called the Confession. And these are so good. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be showing you guys that I have new is by Bare Minerals, so I kind of figured I would pull out a lot of my old favorite Bare Mineral products. It's just this really nice, again, very matte. It's almost a dusty rose. I am going to put a pop of my favorite highlighter, again from Pure Cosmetics. This is in the shade Afterglow. Just a tiny pop of it right at the top of my cheeks and down the center of my nose. Maybe a little on the Cupid's bow. And all I have on my lips right now is some lip balm just to keep them hydrated. So I'm just going in my all-time favorite brow pencil. This is the Arch pencil from Hourglass in the shade Warm Brunette. Okay, so I'm going to leave my brows there for now, and let's jump into the eyeshadow. So the new palette that I got, again, is Bare Minerals, and it is their new Bounce and Blur eyeshadow palette. I got the shade Dusk, very warm neutrals, and then these are the colors. So I'm going to take my finger, these are a cream to powder formula. So I'm going to, no, that's not right. They are not. Let me swatch these. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to go in with is that really pretty pearl color. And I'm just going to go in with my flat shader brush. They feel super, super finely milled, where I don't really know how to explain the texture. I don't know that I've ever felt anything like it. It is a powder. So I'm going to go right under the brow. I'm going to try picking it up on my finger and see if that makes color pay off any better. Not really. Okay. I'm just going to use my finger because that's what this whole line, their Bounce and Blur line, advertises. I'm going to put this shade right in the inner third of my eye. Now with my middle finger, I'm going to go in with that pretty gold color. I'm going to focus this on the center of my lid, working from the lash line into my crease. And I am taking it in to where I had that lighter shade just to blend it in. And I'm just focusing this on the middle portion of my eye. I do like that you can apply it with fingers. I think that will be very appealing to a lot of people. I am going to go in with a shader brush from MAC to dip into this pretty cranberry color. And I'm going to put this into my crease. So now I'm going to take more of a tapered blending brush, and I'm going to dip into this second to last deepest shade and pop this into the outer corner. Okay, so that just gave me a little bit of a change of heart. I wasn't too terribly crazy at how this look was going, but I'm liking it. I think it's just different. I think it's a different concept, a different texture. Okay, let me focus some on that bottom lid. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to dip into that first gold color that we used. I'm just using my ring finger, and I'm going to tilt my chin down and look up and run that under my bottom lash line. I'm going to dip into this cranberry shade. Now I'm going to take a smudger brush and dip into that chocolatey brown and put it on my lower lash line. So I'm going to leave it as is for right now. For liner, I'm going to take a flat liner brush, and I am going to dip into this deepest shade, and I am going to gently line my top lid. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm going to mix the two darkest shades. Take a little of both and run that along the line. And then I'm going to go in with a mixture of both again, and I'm going to line underneath my bottom lashes. And then I'm actually going to take the pencil brush, and I think I'm going to dip into this cranberry shade, maybe a little of the gold too, and I'm going to smoke this out. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave the eyeshadow at that. I really, really like this. I even had out a Natasha Denona palette to use in case this just didn't go well, and I love this. I think this may be a new favorite palette of mine. This is really, really good. So I'm going to leave it at that for right now. I am going to line my waterline. This is a pencil from Tarte. It's one of their Smolder Eyes pencils in the shade Sunstone Bronze. It's a really pretty brown. So this mascara that we are going to be using today is from It Cosmetics. This is their newest mascara, and they did a collab with Dry Bar. It's a hair-loving formula infused with biotin, and it coats lashes with saturated black pigment and lengthens them for eye-awakening results. So I'm excited about it. I normally like It Cosmetics, so it's a really cool tube too. It almost looks like a hairbrush. These types of wands are my preference. I love just a ton of bristles, just a nice full wand. I'm going to start with my lower lashes and then move to my top. Overall, I'm really, really pleased with everything. I really, really am liking the foundation. I think I'm liking it even more now than when I put it on a little bit ago. I feel like my skin has kind of warmed it up a little bit, and it's looking a little more natural. I am going to set my brows with just my tinted brow gel from Too Faced. And then we are going to move on to lips. Now for lips, I'm going to do another favorite combo of mine. This actually is special to my heart because this is the lip combo that I wore on my wedding day. I love it. Still hasn't gone out of style. Still really pretty. So this is the Marvelous Moxie lip liner in Liberated. And then for lipstick, one of my all-time favorites. It's so good. It's from Too Faced, and it is their lipstick in Naughty Nude. Alright everyone, so this is the completed look. I am loving everything. I don't know that I've ever done a full face of new products and have loved everything as much as I'm loving right now. The foundation is the only thing that I may have to play with a little bit, only because I'm not used to a super matte foundation. I'm used to something with a little bit more of a glow and just something a tiny bit more natural, but I really like it. I think it's beautiful. It's not, even though it's matte, it's not an unflattering matte. It's not accentuating any bad things like texture or pores. So I'm really liking it. I'm looking at myself kind of in different mirrors that are in different lights, and it looks really nice all the way around. So I'm excited to continue to try it, and after I use it for a little bit, I'll give you another thought, an updated thought on it. But I'm really happy with the foundation. The blush and the bronzer are some of my favorites that I've used for years that I just always repurchase. And I kind of have my ride or dies that I will always repurchase, and those were definitely in it. So I knew I would love those, but just seeing how they wear on top of the foundation, I really like. My concealer works great over it. The eyeshadow, I think, is the one that I'm most pleased with. It was what I was most excited to try, but also the most hesitant to try. I think it's great that you can apply with your fingers or a brush. I think that opens up a huge market to just women who don't have a ton of time to spend on their makeup. I love the color payoff. I think the pigment is super rich. Bare Minerals just knocked it out of the park. I do really like the mascara. I'm liking the way that it looks on camera. In person, looking at my other mirror over here, not quite as crazy about it. I love the length it's given my lashes, but they just look a little heavy. I'm going to test it out too. I'm going to try it a little longer. Overall, I'm really pleased with this. I hope that this is something that you can all easily recreate. It's a great transitional look. It's kind of using more of those berry tones, the real nice warm berry tones that are going to take us into fall. I love the more matte face for fall and winter too, just because we naturally don't have the glow that we do in summertime. So I'm really excited about this look. I hope that all of you enjoy it. I'm trying to turn and give you some different angles here. I hope that you have all enjoyed this. Please leave me any comments down below on looks that you would like for me to do, any looks that you would like for me to recreate for you. So please just keep communicating with me, keep watching. I cannot thank you enough for the support, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.